Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 24 of Open. So today is deep, slow hips and shoulders. So just leaning into sensations, leaning into intensity, finding your boundaries, your sense of agency, your sense of self, and then where the limits of you are, or where you meet your edges in wholesomeness, in wellness, with resource. So come rest in onto your back, and we shall move. Come. Yes, I have everything. Come. So landing on your back, your knees are bent. Shimmy yourself around, unpack your shoulders, and then flatten your lower back down into the floor and pause there, just flattening down. Feel the engagement of your thighs. The front of your thighs engages, your bum squeezes. And then arch your lower back and pause there. Feel the back of your bum, the push of the sacrum into the floor, the arching of your back. And then really slowly travel from flattening, feeling that moment of the front of your thighs, to the arching, feeling that pushing of your sacrum into the floor. So find the sensations we unpacked in the pause and feel them in motion. Really connecting to the sensations of this moment in your body. Nice. Begin to roll up and down along your spine. So begin by rolling up and just pausing, finding that stretching through the front of your thighs, or that connection through the front of your thighs, the squeeze of your bum, the solidness of your shoulders. Maybe you feel sensations in your knees, in your feet, in the backs of your arms, in the back of your head. And then roll all the way down. And when you're all the way down, arch your lower back at the bottom. And then roll up along your spine and see if you can find that sensory photograph of the end of the movement and then the transition between. How do you travel from one to the other? Really present to how my spine is rolling up and down along the floor. Beginning to lean a little bit more upwards. So I'm increasing the movement up into my hips up through the front of my thighs. I'm squeezing and leaning upwards. I'm just feeling that. So reach your arms up towards the ceiling and have your bum on the floor. And then roll up along your spine. And as your hips lift, pull your elbows backwards into the floor. And then roll your spine down. And as your hips drop, reach your fingers up towards the ceiling. So pull your elbows back as your hips lift. Reach your arms forward as your bum drops. And just continue. Pull your elbows back as your hips lift. Reach deeply into your arms as your bum drops. One more time. Pull your elbows back and pause. My elbows are pulling back. My shoulders feel solid on the floor. My neck feels comfortable. I'm making fists out of my hands, and that will connect me a little bit deeper into my elbows. Nice. Lower all the way down. Walk your feet a little bit closer together. Pull your right knee up onto your chest and squeeze it in. And just let your thigh and your belly come into deep contact, deep landing, settling. Pushing your left foot into the floor, begin to roll up along your spine and lift. But you're holding on to your right thigh the whole time, and then roll down along your spine. Arch your back at the end of the movement, but don't let your leg escape. Rolling up and rolling down, arch your back. Rolling up. Slow the movement down, really pushing deeply, connecting deeply to the full of this movement. Arching your back. One more time, rolling up. Pause on the up. You're holding your right knee towards you. My left leg is engaged. There's more weight into my right shoulder, I'm noticing. And then roll all the way down. Stretch the right leg up towards the ceiling. Pull it towards you. Lower your right leg down until it floats just above the floor. Draw your leg up, pull it down towards you. Swing it down till it floats just above the floor. So begin to travel with this leg, pulling it down towards you. Floats just above the floor. Pull. Float. One more time. Pull. And then float. Pause there in the floating. Push your left foot down and lift your bum 1 inch off the floor. So my right leg is floating, my bum is floating, and all that's on the floor is my left foot, my elbows, my upper back, and my head. Nice. Lower your bum to the floor. Change. Feet are quite close together. Squeeze your left knee up onto your chest and hug it in. And draw it closer, really settling your belly and your hip together. And then begin to roll up, lifting up through your hips, and rolling down. Find the place where your right foot wants to be. Mine wanted to move there and be placed underneath the knee a little bit better. So really trust that. Place your foot in your resource, lifting up. When you lower down, arch your lower back. Don't let your leg escape. Rising up. Lowering down, arching your back. And again, rising up. Lowering down, arching your lower back. One more time, rising up and pause. You've lifted your hips up, you're pulling your left knee towards you. Again, I feel more weight into this left shoulder. I feel that it's really stabilizing and balancing the lack of the left leg. Nice. Lowering down. Stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling. Pull it towards you. Swing your leg down till it floats just above the floor. Swing it up. Pull. And down. Pause. Swing it up. Pull. Down. Pause. One more time. Swing it up. Pull. And down, pause. Leg is floating just above the floor. Push your elbows down, push your right foot down. Let your bum hover just off the floor. Nice. Drop your bum, bend both knees, sway your knees from side to side. You can have your arms wide if you wish. Let your belly deepen, let your breath deepen. Feel the pull through the belly as your knees drop down. Pull as your knees drop down. The twisting of your spine as your knees drop down. The lengthening of your ribs as your knees drop down. Feel how your chest is moving, and you can even feel movement up into your neck, maybe even possibly up into your face. That sense of one side feels a little bit longer as your knees move in the opposite direction. So if my knees are moving right, then the left side of my face feels a little bit longer. My knees move to the left, my right side of my face feels a little bit longer. So awesome. Pause, come back to center. Just let that settle. Nice. So reach both arms up towards the ceiling. We did some of this yesterday, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Okay. So arms are up towards the ceiling. So cross your right arm in front of the left and just pause there with your arms crossed and you're reaching as far as you can. And as I reach, I feel my abdominal muscles pushing backwards as I round my shoulders forward, reaching into my fingertips in an X. And I'm actually really reaching my right arm to the left and really reaching my left arm to the right. Reach, pull your elbows to the floor. Feel that your chest becomes really strong and open when you pull your elbows to the floor with your elbows bent. Cross your arms in the other direction, reaching into an X, feeling that reach of your fingers. And then pull your elbows to the floor. Feel your chest expanding, that sense of power. Reach, X. Right arm is in front. Pull your elbows out. So just begin to glide. Feel the moment of reach. You can lift your head off the floor as you come into the X. You can arch your back a little bit more as you pull your elbows down. So how would you make this movement a little bit deeper? Or is it deep enough as it is? So the action is the X and reach, and the elbows down and push. X and reach, elbows down and push. Next time you come into your X, if you're lifting your head, okay, but it will get intense. Just reach into your X and try and squeeze your arms closer to your chest. I'm going to drop my head, it's too intense. So squeeze your arms closer and closer to your chest and feel like you're reaching into your fingers. And elbows pull down and back. Pause. And then the other X. Now my right arm is in front, my left arm is behind, whatever one you didn't do before. Reach, 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 reach. Feel the rounding of your back. Your shoulders are gliding forward and wrapping around. Reach a little bit more. Let your arms come closer to your chest. And then pull your elbows down and back. Reach your arms wide. Let them just pause there. Nice. So drop both knees down towards the right and turn your head towards the right. And then slide your left hand along the floor in a half circle until it comes towards the right hand. And then keep going until it comes towards the right knee. So my left hand is making an arc on the floor. And then when I come to my shoulders on the floor, I'm going to bend my left elbow down towards my left hip. Arm straightens. Slide your left hand to come down to your right knee. And then full deep circle. Bend your elbow and pull it down towards your left hip. So it's like I'm throwing my hand all the way over to the right knee. I'm rounding my back a bit, looking down at the right knee. And then pulling my elbow down on the left side. So begin to flow into the deep of your chest. I got a text from one of us yogis. She swam 5 kilometers yesterday. So this one's for you, Caroline. Opening into the deep muscles that you were swimming with and that you were moving. Rounding your back, looking down at your knee. And then glide your arm all the way back. Bend your elbow. Last time. All the way down towards the right knee. Pause there. So I'm going to push my left hand into my right knee and I'm going to allow my deep lower belly do the push. Relax that and then push my left hand into my right knee. So I'm really trying to push my right knee away with my left hand and I can feel my deep lower belly engaging. Nice. Come all the way back. Both arms are wide. Other side. Drop your knees down towards the left side. And now glide your right hand along the floor in a big arc. It'll come to your left hand and then bring it all the way down to your left knee. Gliding slowly back, all the way back. Pull your elbow down towards your right hip. Glide all the way. Bring your hand down to your right knee. No, right hand to your left knee. I hope I said that right before. And then right elbow down towards your right hip. Nice. Glide. Hand to your knee. Glide. Elbow to your hip. Notice how this shoulder responds or connects or moves. Nice. Last time. Bring your your right hand down to your left knee and then push your hand into your knee really strongly and feel how your belly has to engage to create the push. Relax and then push again. Nice. Swing your arm all the way back. Arms are wide. Bring your knees back up to center. Cool. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. Bring both the arms up. Palms are together. Then bend your elbows so your elbows are squeezing deeply together. And then try and bring your elbows as far to the left as you can. Keep your head on the floor. And then to the right as you can. Keep your elbows as close as you can together. Left and right. There is a moment where there's a tiny lift of my head, but you don't have to do that. Just find what is your range, keeping your elbows connected as you travel from left to right. Straighten your arms and do the same movement. Travel from left to right, keeping your arms straight, keeping your head on the floor. Come back to center. Interlock your fingers. We were doing this movement last week. Bend your right elbow and then come back up to center. Bend your left elbow. Come back up to center. I'm going to keep my head center as I do this movement. Nice. Back up to center. Drop your arms wide and sink a bit deeper into your hips. Deepening your breath, softening and widening into the inner thighs. Nice. And then lift your right leg up and reach down and hold on to your right foot. Like you're going to try and look at the sole of your foot. You might hold on to your ankle, your foot. You might hold on to the knee. You're going to try and look at your right foot. I'm turning the sole of my foot with my fingers. I'm just checking the sole of my foot. Deepen your breath into your belly. Nice. Release. Bring your foot to the floor. Bring the other leg up. So bring the left leg up and look at the sole of your foot. Lower your foot to the floor. Nice. Lift both feet up. Reach down, hold on to the feet, interlocking your fingers around both feet, and just pull your feet towards your belly. Soften into it, settle into it. Maybe rock if you wish, or change the angle of your feet. Remember, don't get too intense in any one place. It's not about leaning into intensity in one place only. It's about finding the possibilities, being able in a range of motion rather than rigid in a range of motion. So how would you move here? What are the possibilities of movement? So your feet can move, which moves your arms. You can change left to right. You can move your feet and change from left to right. You can, yeah, how many different variations can you find of this right now? Just playing, being creative, connecting, listening, enjoying, finding different ways, just hanging out on one side and moving your feet, or hanging out on the other and moving your feet. Rocking from side to side, keeping your feet still. Rocking from side to side, letting your feet move. That one's harder. That's the harder one for me, is moving my feet and rocking. There's just so many different elements of balance that are happening in the midst of that one. Release your legs, shake them out. Shake, 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 shake. Both feet to the floor. Pause. Allow yourself to land, arrive. Just feel in, what is the sense of your body in this moment? What is this feeling? Nice. Hi, lovely. Nice roly, 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 poly class. Nice. So I'll see you all tomorrow. And there's only 26 days in open. So we have 2 more days, day 25 and day 26. So I'll see you then. And Belong starts on the 1st of May. Yeah. Nice. I'll see you then. Ciao.